It was just beautiful, and our costumes and Les Brown's band, Lionel Hampton's band. So it was really the talk of the town. And that's why it's so sad that it closed in 6 months, because the building that they were doing over there, the Mardi Gras was going up, which would have been like a mall. The Carver House was going up. We had our little black strap, they call it, which was Jackson Avenue, that had dancing girls also, and a lot of lovely clubs there. And that's where all of our black entertainers used to come, since they couldn't stay out on the Strip. So it was really, it was just a fun place. Well, it was really, it's very nice, but at the, a lot of the hotels out there, they wouldn't let us come out there and gamble. So that's why we had to gamble at the Town Tavern, or the El Morocco, or the Louisiana Club, or the Cotton Club, or the Moulin Rouge, because we wasn't allowed to come out there and gamble. And I hope I'm not, getting away from the gaming, but I know a bunch of us really went out there. I don't know how we got so daring to go out to the Sands Hotel, and the security guard stopped us at the door. There was about 4 of us, and Frank Sinatra, God bless him, came and got us and took us to his table in the gaming department. And Sammy Davis was just beating the table. He was just so embarrassed for us, because we were looking pretty good during that time, I think it started to change. Fair housing we got in '63, so I think it started changing around that time. But we had a lot of entertainers that would insist on, African Americans being in the audience, like Josephine Baker. I think she came to the El Rancho, and Sinatra was really great. To get more and more African Americans into the clubs, because we do bring a little, pizzazz. We got our little soul that we bring in, and sometimes they needed to kick them a little bit. I was lucky enough to work until I was in my 40s. So after that, I don't know, Bob had the idea of I guess every entertainer would like to have a cocktail lounge. And so that's what we did. And for a while, we had 2 or 3 of them going at the same time. We had one on Sahara called Seven Dwarfs, and we had one called Sugar Hill, the West Side, and then we had the Baby Grand on another part of Sahara and Paradise. And we had gaming and pool tables and slot machines in all 3 of the places. We had we could only get 15 slot machines, but we did well, with the 15 slot machines. And at the Golden West Shopping Center that we owned for a while, we actually had the 21 tables and the roulette and all that. So we really did it big way. And I remember we had Ray Charles to come in there to work. So we did it in a big way for being on, I think it was on Owens, the Golden West Shopping Center. It's just high tech now. There's so many new games out there, and it seems like it's much more professional. It's more, it's more. I don't know how I could really explain it. Maybe it's the technology is in it more now than it was then. Then it was a little bit more relaxed. You can come and and have your little cocktails around the table, and even though they still have that now, but it seemed like it's all business now. And I think maybe Howard Hughes started that trend, when he came in town and started buying the casinos. They were excited about it, because we were really in a slump. We went through a little slump before we got here. But when he came, I think he brought some more life back into town. He put more money, what it looks like to me, back in the town when he started opening up, buying some of the hotels. And I guess he tried to buy TV stations too, but I don't think that worked out. But they were excited about him being in there, even though nobody saw him or knew him or anything. But one of our favorite places to go that opened up pretty quick was the lounge at the Desert Inn, and he was there. And we would love to go there and just go in the lounge. And that's what I really miss now, is the days of the lounge where no cover charge, where you can go in there and just sit and hear all the best music, you know. And we don't seem to have that right now, because now they got the lounges like, you know, right where the gaming is, and it's not as private. So you can really go in there till 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning and always get the best entertainment. Well, the progress, you know, coming from New York, you know, a lot of people say I like the good old days, I like the way it was, but I kind of like progress. I like to see the buildings going up, and you know, and I personally like it very much. And I tell my grandkids, I said, you're going to grow up in a fine city. This is going to be something. And I think Las Vegas is going to get bigger and better as the time goes by. I just hope I can see some of it. Great. Good. I think it's good for any city that can get gaming. It'll be a little competition for us, but I think the more the better. I just love it. I really do. So I think gaming is perfect, because they pay so many taxes. We have so many schools, and that more schools are getting ready to be built, and I love our parks, and so I think gaming is good. It adds a lot to the city.